know if you guys can hear me and see me and everything's working, and then we'll get started here. Oh, I can't see anything on this. It's kind of weird. Oh. All right, I can see comments and everything too. Cool. What up, Mark? All right, guys. So basically, just comment your questions. We'll let people join in here, but comment whatever you guys want me to answer or talk about, and we'll basically go through that. Yeah, live question and answer session. Basically, it's a Tech Thursday, so I guess Mark said Luis and I will be like trading off every other week if we want to, which I'm down with. So, hello, guys. Awesome. Glad it's working great. I'm trying not to like look at myself on the computer. It's always weird. But yeah, so what do you guys want to know? Somebody want to know about Hurricane or something? We can take you guys on a little shop tour tonight. Like I said, it's 7 o'clock where we are here in Florida. Guys, we're talking about intakes. We got some fresh from Ford. These are S550s. New S550s ready to go that have already been ported. S197 intakes. S197's ready to go. Got some more on order because we go through these so fast. Can't do it. History of the company. Basically started as a passion project. Oh, slow down your guys' questions. Basically started as a passion project. I had a forum that I ran. Started drag racing. With the drag racing, literally wanted sponsorships for parts. Started working with different companies, pushing their products. We started selling UPR, Race Star, BMR, a couple other smaller companies, and then we were reached out to by a couple of larger wholesaler companies, and we started selling for them. And 6 years ago, basically, I started it on my own, and here we are. So we've just grown and grown and grown ever since then. Let's see here. I should sell fancy shop shirts like we're wearing. They're going to be on the new site. These things are dumb expensive, though. Like, they're like a really thick, expensive bowling shirt. It's kind of crazy. The 9-second 3.7 Project Hurricane is automatic. We will get you guys through the shop here. What's up, Alex? Sunroofs for Mustangs. Like on cars that don't have sunroofs and everything? No, definitely not. That's kind of weird. But yes, Hurricane is automatic. It had a 6R80, like comes in all of the other V6 Mustangs. And currently, it is doesn't have a transmission, but it's getting a C4 sponsored by Performance Automatic. Let me switch our camera around here if I can. Maybe I can't. Either way, there's Hurricane up on the shelf. Below it is Typhoon. Yep, auto. That's how we go fast. Automatics. C4 transmission. That's how you do it. So yeah, there's Hurricane currently apart. This is the new front end for Hurricane. New two-piece. Yep. Typhoon's over there. We got a 2019 GT we're selling all the parts off of. Lee Frazier's cars right here. This is the one we made 90, it was really 91 octane fuel, 7 PSI. Had like a can of octane booster in it, I guess is what he said. I thought it was 93. He lied to his tuner. Don't lie to your tuner. But yeah, apparently it was 91 with a little bit of octane booster in it. And that's the car we made 499 horsepower on. And it's currently getting bags now, which is pretty sick. So, oh, here we go. Now I figured out how to do it. Maybe. There we go. So there you go, guys. Hey, Tommy, will you drop this down for me, brother? That's Tommy, guys. Tommy, wave at everybody. Oh, you got stuff under it. Never mind, we won't drop it down. That's fine. Sure. Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, bags are going to be awesome. This car was way too low. Way too low. It was absolutely ridiculous. Issues that these 3.7s have with higher miles and tunes. 0, goose egg. The effect that mileage has on these motors seems to be, I want to say, all but non-existent. It's kind of funny. We obviously raced Hurricane with over 200,000 miles on the motor. That was a junkyard motor. And we beat the ever-loving crap at it. It had over 100 dyno pulls on it. We threw boost through it. We threw nitrous through it. We ran it on race gas. And it already had 200,000 miles. So basically, if you take care of your car, you do regular oil changes, it's going to last. Period, done, end of story. Don't hold it out on any car on the rev limiter. That makes it go boom, no matter what happens. Que más, Anibal? But yeah, so treat your cars right, they treat you right, they're going to last for basically ever. And yes, if you guys were wondering on that, I do speak a little bit of Spanish. Kind of got out in Florida and I lived in South America for a while, so definitely speak a little bit of it. 1 to 2 years ago, I posted the difference between a turbo versus Procharger setup. Good refresher for everyone. All right, so yeah, given they have the same supporting mods, fuel pump, oh, let's see here, injectors, spark plugs, etc., both make an identical amount of boost, 10 psi. Make more torque consistent pressure. Okay, so basically the turbo works off of exhaust gas, right? So your motor sucks in air, it blows it up essentially, and it spits it out the exhaust. On a turbo, that exhaust literally spools the turbo, so it spins the hot side or the turbine side. I got a turbo here somewhere. I got turbos everywhere, and they're in the shop. They're all on the shelf. But basically, it spins the hot side or the turbine side. That's usually the part that rusts on your turbo. It spins that. Now, when that spins, it actually spins the other side, which is they're connected by a shaft and a bearing shaft, and that sucks in air. When that sucks in air, it spits it out the other piece. So there's no mechanical things touching. It's not belt driven. Being that it's not belt driven, it doesn't take any horsepower. So your turbo literally is free horsepower essentially. Now a Procharger ran off a belt. It is a belt driven turbo basically, if you want to think about it. It's really only the hot side, or excuse me, the cold side. And so the hot side of your Procharger is basically the pulley. So instead of having a hot side on a turbo, you have the pulley, which spins it. Now the motor has to make horsepower, and it robs horsepower to turn that. So the bigger pulley you have on it, make that the smaller pulley. So you're trying to spin that blower faster, or the bigger blower you have on it, the larger, like a D1X, or the, I mean, they get crazy. We had an F1A here a little while ago, made 1,000 horsepower on it. But, yeah, your larger blowers are harder to spin, so the larger the blower or the smaller the pulley, the more horsepower it robs from the motor. Make sense? So Prochargers always make less horsepower at the same PSI versus turbochargers, and way less torque because they require horsepower and torque to turn them to make boost. Apart from engine work, what did you guys do to Project Hurricane? There's a whole video on it. Go to our YouTube channel. I'm not going to get into it for what we did. On him, it's a lot of suspension on him. I'll turn the light on and show you guys that you haven't seen, but we have a really good video on that. Basically, I guess I'll get into it. Basically, we have strange drag brakes on the car. We have Viking front and rear coilovers on it. We run a strange axle setup, 35 spline, light and full spool, and 308 gears. I'll give you guys a little thing here. So you guys can see there, we have the adjustable panhard bar, like you see the double adjustable shocks in the rear. We have adjustable perches for our rear springs. And then we have the panhard bar brace. In the front, we have the K-member from UPR. You guys can see there. K-member from UPR. Viking coilovers. And strange drag brakes. Yeah, there's some Barras over there too. But yeah. So to go 9.7, we made Hurricane really light. That's basically the answer. Most driving a city think of going 373, but want to keep 2013 style drive shaft. That really has nothing to do with your drive shaft. The speed of your gears have nothing to do with your drive shaft. Yes, they turn each other, but you're not going to break your drive shaft easier with 373s versus 273s. It's all about really how fast it's spinning. In my experience, basically get a one-piece drive shaft. End of question, get a one-piece drive shaft no matter what gear you have in the end. Suspension mods, coilovers front and rear. Yes, you can do bags like this one coming down. However, we really like coilovers. Viking coilovers are great. Lower control arms, upper control arms. Pretty much everything to stop yourself from getting wheel hop. Tires are a very, very good idea as well. Because you're not cool enough probably, Carter. You got to race. We like going fast. You want to chase a record? Buy a lot of mods from us, make your car fast. That's how you get sponsorships. Good, Zach. That's awesome. Yeah, that's really weird, Travis, that you broke your one piece. Cody, say hi.
Hey, guys.
So, one pieces don't break that often whatsoever. And there you guys go. So yeah, definitely call Drive Shaft Shop, Travis, and they will help you and get you a new turbo, or new turbo. I'm looking at a new turbo. What?
Let the car down more. I gotta hold the sway bar out of the way.
Yeah, so DSS will get you a new drive shaft. It's not gonna break on V6 power. I mean, we didn't break it. We made a lot of horsepower on ours. Yes, we're excited to make your car fast, Alex. Mickey Thompson and wider rims, yes. Yes, when you go E85, you'll be in the mid to upper 500s easily, Tristan, on low boost. Hey, there you go, $170 repair. That's basically shipping, that's not bad. Yes, Javier, we have an S550 right out here. I'm not your dad, Chandler. Yeah, this RS is super sexy. Where do we put the black car? Yeah, give me a light. I'm gonna get a light, guys, because we don't have a light out here. It's just a GT500, or a clone, sorry. Not a real GT500, GT500 clone. Oh, Jesus.
There we go.
It'd be very hard to put a 10R80 in. The problem is controlling it. All right, open. Is it open?
This will be pop.
Yeah, pop her open. Yeah, the problem is controlling the 10R80. There's not really a good control system for it right now. The US Shift, I believe, is either working on it or has one that will technically work. I don't recommend doing it though. This R80 is fine. 2.0 stroker, removing the balance shaft. Yes, we do. We have them actually. I have balance shaft delete kits. We have 2.0 blocks in stock. We're building 2.0 blocks. It's for you EcoBoost guys, which you're on the wrong page right now, but that's fine. But yeah, we do build EcoBoost motors right now. Here we go, S550 kit. Let me spin that around. S550 kit, as you can see, I'll try and pause here so you guys get a good view. Pretty much the same layout. We made everything fit. Awesome. Easiest way to shoot flames. Well, shooting flames is pretty much illegal, but easiest way, Tommy gun tune and free-flowing exhaust would be pretty much the only way to shoot flames. Or get a flame kit by like Hot Licks is what we see a lot. 2010 V6, best mod for that. Light it on fire and get a new motor. Those 4.0s are absolute garbage. We can't wait either, Alex. I know, it looks awesome. Yeah, Lee, we can... I wanted to put a new clutch in your car, man. You're going to blow that clutch, I guarantee it. But you got to buy the clutch. 24 GMT Sierra was going to see if you can hook him up with the Mafia tune. Yes, we do tune GMCs and Chevys as well. And we have a couple other tuners that work for us that tune them all the time exclusively. They don't even tune them, those. Oilless versus regular turbo, John. I run the oilless turbo. It's clean, but it's expensive. That's really why I like it, is it's clean. It's gonna make just as much power because boost is boost. Most cars on the same amount of boost, as long as they have the same efficiency of like a turbo kit or something, they'll basically make the same amount of power. But like comp turbo is what I run on my car. That is your oilless. I do not do the air cooled yet, but we're probably going to in the future. But that will be like that's a triple ceramic ball bearing turbo, so it spools super fast. Hurricane over here, I could get at 4,000 RPM with the trans brake on, I could build 12 pounds of boost in about 5 seconds. It was pretty awesome. It spooled insanely fast. The turbos that we use on our S197 and S550 kit are journal bearing. Spool a little bit slower. We can upgrade that to a ball bearing. It's like 250 bucks more, I believe. But in regards to oilless versus regular turbo, one's just more expensive. They both work awesome. We love comp turbos. We stock comp turbos for the EcoBoost. They're awesome. Ball bearing turbo is purely for better spool. Part of the reason that I don't like them, your normal versions like for VS Racing or stuff, is then they're not only water cooled, but they're also oil cooled. So you have to have multiple lines. The air cooled, or excuse me, the oilless turbo, we're not actually running oil to it. It just takes some Zerk fittings and a grease gun, and you just run a water line to it to keep it cooled. They also have an air cooled version. It's not recommended for anything that's in the engine bay, purely for stuff that's low mounted or doesn't have a hood, stuff like that, that has airflow to cool it off. I always recommend going with a ball bearing turbo if you can afford it. Otherwise, journal bearing works fine, especially for a daily driver. No red Loctite on your plugs unless you hate yourself or the next person to try and take them out. Yes, a 5.0 will fit. It'll literally bolt in just with a couple of mounts. Rod piston debate. What do you mean, Michael? I'm not sure what you mean by rod piston debate. Yeah, we've had, have we had a Hellcat on the dyno?
I don't think we have.
I don't think we've had a Hellcat. We've had a couple different Dodges.
But not that high up in the food chain there.
Yeah, nothing, no Dodges.
There's a Scat Pack.
A Scat Pack, but never, we haven't had a Hellcat on our dyno. We did have a G, we had a 5.4 GT500. It was pretty lame, didn't make any horsepower. Safe wheel horsepower on a turbo kit for daily driver, 91 pump gas. Even 100% trust on a cross-country road trip, and gears would choose with a 6R80. So I would choose either with a 6R80, I'd choose 331s, or like I have 308s for a turbo setup with a 6R80. If you want to go fast, that'll give you a good highway gear. 331s will be the most fun, I will 100% say that. Your gas mileage really isn't going to change all that crazy much with those gears with the turbo, because it just makes dumb power anyways, and you're not going to be able to keep your foot out of it, so it's going to not get the greatest gas mileage. Let's see. But safe horsepower. 91 isn't really a limit for horsepower per se. Neither is really boost. So it's really horsepower is the limit. So your car on 91 with 10 PSI, we might be able to give it, say, 12 degrees of timing or 11 degrees of timing. However, that doesn't mean that we can't make, and in our kit, that'll probably make somewhere around 500 horsepower, a little less than 500 horsepower. But that doesn't mean we can't run 14 pounds of boost on your car and still have that lower amount of timing. It's just lower octane fuel equals less timing and is more dangerous. A lot of times what I've seen is your lower octane fuels like 87 and 91, they actually vary a lot in their octane level. 93 should be like 93. 91 and 87, they don't seem to care as much, so you see some really bad 91 out there. Oh, you guys are commenting a lot now. Hang on. So hopefully that answers your, it's jump between 30-something and 20-something, 29. Differences in manufacturers. I like Manly rods and diamond pistons, or Manly rods and Manly pistons. I mean, we sell so many different combinations, it's not even funny. Yes, we have a new set of cams coming for Hurricane. They're not going to be for sale until we've tested our head cam setup on Hurricane. We are shooting for 450 to 500 wheel horsepower naturally aspirated. Tommy, how many Red Bulls does it take for you to fall asleep?
About 4.
About 4, guys. He lives on Red Bulls and cigarettes and building Mustangs. Yes, I would 100% pull a 3.7 and put it in instead of your 4.0, because we can get almost 600 horsepower out of a 3.7, where the 4.0 I've seen literally blow up at 400 horsepower. Thank you, whatever Chinese, Japanese symbols those are, I know. Yeah, torque is the limit, basically, right? Mark knows we've made a lot of different torque. I've made over 600 foot-pounds of torque on these motors and had them live, but the question is how long. They really don't like it, and they don't like the change. Mostly from what I've seen, when I've broken every single one of them, it's been on decel. Literally every single time. So I'm thinking that's really a piston ring issue and piston issue versus a rod issue. Yeah, boost is fun, you're not wrong. A lot of guesses, what's your, a lot of guesses to your, oh, well, you're not done, Lee. We still got to put you on the 85. We're putting bags on your car, dude. Then we're going to do the E85. But my guess, what did I say? I think I said keep it at 10 PSI. So we're going to compare. How about we do it in third gear on E54 at 10 PSI to 11 PSI. I think we'll probably make about 625 horse. Rod and Pisto working for someone, never seen an update. Oh, I honestly don't know what happened to that car. He went and he took it and drove it, and I think he's probably deployed right now. So when he comes back from the desert or wherever he is, he's in the army, we'll keep working on it. I'm trying to keep up, Matthew. You guys are typing fast. Need to swap the rear end. I don't know what you're saying, Carlos. Yes, it's worth modding the 3.7. They are a fun car, and they are fast, and they are a lot of fun to modify. I mean, naturally aspirated, we got into the 11s. Yeah, it had a lot of weight savings and all the suspension you can buy for the car on it. But it's still a whole heck of a lot of fun. And that thing was nasty fast, even naturally aspirated. Nasty, naturally aspirated fast. Cody knows.
Oh yeah, the 60 foot on that thing was crazy, even NA.
Yeah, we were doing 1.560 foots NA. We were beating a lot of coyotes. It was fun. I do not recommend a stroker kit for these motors at this time. We are still doing testing and experimenting with some different stuff. We try not to really push anything until we've tried it ourselves on our cars. What's up, man? But yeah, guys, I do think the 387s are fantastic. Obviously, I like coyotes. Obviously, we build and have coyotes. We've made easily over 1,000 horsepower on coyotes. The Gen 3 trucks, we have made 860, 870 horsepower. They're absolutely awesome. We have a local machine shop that we work with for machine work on the motors that we are building, as well as we do some of our own machining in-house with our CNC machine. Obviously, we have fab stuff, nice gear here. Those don't exist. Don't look at those. All right, but yeah, this is what we make parts on. It's nice. Let's see. Yes, your 2010 is a 7 fiber in, and yes, it has an 8.8. Get the 8.8. Throw that 7.5 in the trash. We're doing that on a Fox body right now. I'm currently a 5-star tune file, 86 octane. Yeah, your tune file is limiting your mile per hour. I don't know what that is. I don't know what you're talking about. A lot of stuff in the works, guys. A lot of stuff in the works. Guys, you can see some turbo kit parts, eh? I'll go slow. We keep a lot of stuff and stock for you. I'm doing a full circle. Oh, here we go. This thing's sexy. Lots of turbo kit parts. 371 373s, there's 410 gears, better for quarter mile. Manual transmission, I suggest 373. 410s if you're auto will be the fastest. 100%, guarantee it, especially if you're tuned by me.
That's if you want to stay in it, yeah.
Maybe, Alex. Yeah, 410 for sure on the auto. We ran 411s when we ran our naturally aspirated stock engine pass of 1199. We're definitely going to absolutely obliterate that time when we go racing again. I can't wait. So something on Hurricane, guys. We are using a Haltech, as you see above me. It is a Haltech Nexus R5, I believe, and all of their stuff. What up, homie? What up, Luis? Yeah, so we're going to use a Haltech full standalone, which is it's on the shelf. We got some parts for Hurricane right here. That's the transmission, our new torque converter. Sponsored transmission, sponsored torque converter from Circle D. We love Circle D transmissions. They're absolutely awesome. Circle D torque converters, they're awesome. We are in Arcadia, Florida. That's southwest Florida on the Gulf side. Opposite side from Miami, just a little bit lower than Tampa. Yeah, we can burn that stimulus check for you. Just give us a call. We are currently in the works on that, Jesse. We hope that we can, I'm got some contact with some guys that we're working with right now. We're hoping to be able to make our turbo kits carb and smog legal. That's 50 state legal is our goal. Awesome, Josh. Can't wait to tune your car, man. Make you guys an electric water pump. They're fine once you replace them. And that's it's like a 30-minute job, guys. That's easy to do. We are going to be making a mechanical fuel pump, and we'll be running an electric water pump on a Hurricane. Difference in the 5.0 that's in the F-150 and in the Mustang. That depends on what year, Carlos. We have a video on that on our YouTube. Basically, the early ones, the truck had lower compression and it had different intake cams. And after you get like Gen 2 motors, I believe they're pretty much the same except for the intake. Gen 3 motors, they're basically the same except for the intake again, because the Gen 2 F-150 motors were speed density while the Mustangs have always been a mass airflow setup. Luis can tell me if I screwed that one up, because I always forget which one's which until I'm actually tuning it. Woo! You guys are commenting fast. It's hard for me to read. Heck yeah, man. Get the turbo. It's going to be awesome. We love our turbos. They're so much fun. In all reality, I can't wait for Lee, who's the white car, to drive his. His problem was his car was static dropped, and it was so low, it took an hour to put on the lift, because you had to jack it up from every single corner. It was ridiculous. Now we can go up in 4x4 mode, and we'll be on the money. It'll be awesome. No, I'm not going to recommend Super 6 cams or anything that they sell, because I have not tested it, and I have not seen anyone run it and actually get any gains. And I do know the guys at Super 6. I have talked to them. Great, fantastic guys. I don't think they're like the moron guys, excuse me, Morana guys, and they're not trying to rip you guys off. I just have not personally tested it, and I'm not going to recommend it until I've actually tested it. Our cams we're going to be testing. We're really looking, they're looking pretty hot. I'm excited to show you guys. To have a professional. Well, we do tune worldwide there, bud. I don't know what your name is. It's in characters, but we tune worldwide, so I can sit in my office over there and we can tune you. In Korea, that's fine. We've done it a lot of times. All of our tunes are custom, so I don't have a tune, because we custom build all of our tunes like Grandma makes her cookies. We don't use any of that store-bought crap. So we don't do any copy pasting like a lot of companies. Everything we do is 100% built for your mods on your car. Then we data log, so we know exactly what your car is doing and how it works. Head porting status still in the works. Michael, that's coming out with our camshafts. And yes, Samuel, or Jay Samuel, that is coming out with our heads and cams as a package that I'm testing. They will only be sold as a package of ported heads with our camshafts, because they're basically built heads made for the camshafts. Yes, Cody, grab the light. Let's show off the Barra. Ooh. Yeah, we do have a Barra and an SY50 right now, and we have two left. No, one left. I'm gonna say we have one left. That's a Barra right there. It's going out to a customer. I don't know when they're gonna pick it up, the freight company, but it's there. We have a couple more over there, and Cody's gonna show us the one we got in the car. Like I said, this is the GT500 clone that's here. It is a 4.6, but it does have a Kenny Bell supercharger at least. That makes it slightly better. All right, that's the SY50 turbo car. And here we go. This is the Barra swap. So this is not quite finished. It's 100% mounted, but basically we're waiting on this customer to pay us. Once this customer pays us, we can put his intake on, we can build the motor, and put his turbo kit together. But that's what they look like in an S550. We do have the S197 kit pretty much ready to go. Again, we just have to have somebody come and pay for it. We don't go live that often. We post a lot of videos on our YouTube though. We can go live. We'll probably start going live a little more, but I think every other week right now we will. Flame pop tunes like those 370s. Yeah, I do make flame and pop tunes. They are called our Tommy gun tunes. And they do go flame and pop, and I do tune 370s and 350s. That's where I got the idea, actually. And I figured we could do it on our 37s, so I started making it.
We got a video on that, too.
We do have a video on that. Cody's right. It's the world's loudest 370Z. That's ridiculously loud. Sell your ProCharger kit and get the AMR kit versus mixed variant on turbo versus supercharger. Turbo all day, man. We love ProCharger. They're awesome people. Their kits are fantastic. For getting a kit, bolt on and go with their tune and everything, it's really hard to beat something like that. But that's what I went after. when we built our kit, we went after Procharger. And when I say that, I mean we went after Procharger, meaning what we want is for you to get a box, have everything in it, it basically be perfect. We have our install video, it's bolt on, get our tune, or tune from Ortiz Tuning, they're our buddies, and then go. So should you sell it? I think so. You'll be a lot faster and a lot cooler having a turbo.
Ask Marty Garcia, he traded up.
Yeah, ask Marty Garcia. He's not on right now, but he traded from a Procharger. Alex Warren is trading his Procharger in for a Mafia turbo kit, so yeah, I'd do it. Turbo application automatic, 331s, 308s for our turbo kit. It is pretty sick. 410s is for naturally aspirated. Glad you guys are enjoying it. Barras are awesome, Danny. We freaking love them, man. I'll show you one in the light here. Oh, let's see here. All right, so yeah, these are Barra. These are technically TR6060 transmissions. Well, that's a built 6R80 for a Coyote. But these are TR6060 transmissions out of some Ford Falcons. And this is a Barra. And next to a 3.7. They're pretty awesome. We like them. What kind of gas mileage roughly with this S550 convertible, 6R80 with 410 gears? Custom tune mostly. Gas mileage is really subjective, man. Because gas mileage really matters. It matters how far you put your foot into it. There we go. Yeah, so if you drive it like a maniac, you're going to get crap for gas mileage. If you're nice on the go pedal, you know, you're not going uphill constantly or just constantly on the gas, you're going to get way better gas mileage. We've seen our boosted guys get upwards of 25, 28 miles per gallon. Naturally aspirated guys, unfortunately, you kind of have to push the pedal a little harder to go as fast as you want, so you'll see less. But yeah, we've even seen 30, 35 miles per gallon. Barra and Fox body would be fun. Turbo de pony, always turbo the ponies. Yeah, man, get it. It's not small. Who said the Barra is small? This thing is massive. It weighs 500 pounds. It's super long. Look, so this is a 3.7, okay? That's a Barra. The 3.7 small compared to the Barra. And that's a 2JZ right there. It's smaller. It's a 4-liter. I recommend swapping to a T56. We actually have the bell housing in stock for 3.7 to T56 Magnum XL. Highly recommend getting that versus your MT82, Jonathan. Worth bumping up to racecast for NA37 or staying on E85 but for better times. MS109 is what I'll suggest on our tune. I'm sure Luis would probably agree with that. Or C85. We did our fastest pass on C85. Looks great. None of my customers currently have running Barras. Everyone's in the middle of a swap. We do, John, we do payment plans. We do layaway, we do Affirm, we do PayPal credit, and PayPal Pay in 4. Not yet, Michael. I am working on those SFI balancers and flex plates. COVID screwed all of our plans up, so all the manufacturers aren't building anything new for us. So we're working. Yep, we do Affirm. What up, Cody? Did you get your car back together yet, man? Upgrading the stock radiator, mission motor. No, it's not necessary. The stock radiators and fans seem to be really good. We haven't ever seen an issue with anything overheating. We do have Barras in cars, but they're not running yet. It really depends what all you have in it, James. If it's a D1X, it goes for more. A P1X, it goes for a little more. I agree, Carlos. Screw COVID. It sucked. Forgetting things. All the parts ran out everywhere. But we had a great year in spite of that. James, we sell our used Procharger kits from anywhere from $2,500 to $4,000, depending on what they come with and what good of a condition they're in. Barra motor. Barra motor is an Australian 4-liter inline 6 dual overhead cam motor. It is awesome. Lower end than James, towards that 3,000 mark, probably pretty fair. Yeah, it's a great motor. The really thing that's killer about the Barra motors is that, well, one, they're Australian, and Australians are pretty much awesome. But they designed that motor really to take out the 2JZ and the LS motor that came in all the Chevys in there, like Moneros and stuff. And its real claim to fame is that the stock head, with a little bit of work to it, not another casting, and the stock block, now, not a short block, but the stock block itself, didn't have to be sleeved, and they make upwards of 2,000 horsepower with rods and pistons. In and out, Mark. I'm not a fan of Five Guys. They got good fries, but their burgers are meh. What can I expect to pay for a built 3.7 engine? How much can it handle? We are still testing the built motor. I don't have an answer for that as far as what they can hold. Everyone who seems to build a motor blows it up and then buys another motor. Like a Coyote, they get rid of their 3.7. So we are testing ours NA, and then we're going to boost it. We do have custom pistons, custom rods, and everything, so it'll be a little bit different than anyone else that has done. We're hoping our basic setup on the lower end, piston and rod, will hold 800 horsepower, and on the upper end, we're shooting for 1,600 horsepower on our fully built, crazy race motor. It's not very cheap. They're not a cheap motor, man. Barras, we sell the Barras for $2,000 plus shipping, and that's just a naturally aspirated motor. We quote our basic swaps, 400 horsepower, turbo kit and everything, somewhere between $15,000 and $25,000 for swapping in a Barra. Oh, Chick-fil-A all day, man. I don't like Popeyes. Usually just overcooked and overseasoned, really salty. And your club, if you have to yeah, you're gonna have to replace a lot of parts. It's really not worth it to pull a motor and replace the 3.7 with a 5.0. Just boost your 3.7. Yep, agreed, Mark. 3.7 is the best. Or 3.7, in and out's the best. 3.7, I would take a 3.7 boosted over a stock Coyote, and it's cheaper. Why would you not? Think about it, guys. You buy a 3.7, like I bought Hurricane for like $5,500, okay? You buy our turbo kit for like $5,000, $5,500. You're just a little bit over $10,000 in the car, add tuning, whatever, let's give you a couple extra $1,000. You're like 12 grand into a car, and you can make 550, 600 horsepower. You can't do that with a Coyote. You can't even buy a Coyote for 12 grand that makes 600 horsepower unless it's beat to death, probably broken or stolen. You know, all kinds of crazy stuff. All right, what other questions you guys got? Yes, Cody is a ginger.
That wasn't a question.
No, it wasn't a question. I was just messing with you. Oh, man. Woo!
Catch your breath, man.
I'm going to need some water. 13 to 16K miles on it. Awesome, dude. Hit us up, John. That's an awesome car. We love the S197s even more than the S550s, and they make awesome power. Up to you, Jesse. Up to you entirely. I say send it with 410s. You will love it. Technically, yes, Ben. However, you open it. Oh, I got one hand. Thank you. Technically, yes, Ben, there is a small thick injector equivalent to the MU52. However, for the price point, we just do MU52s all day and we keep them in stock. When are we going to race a 5.0 at the Orlando Speedway? Well, I don't have a 5.0 in any of my cars that I'm ever going to race right now. So we can race one of our V6s and cream some 5.0s at Orlando Speedway. Yes, Carlos, that's a decent deal. No, just Walmart water. Let's see, Honduras. Yes, Carlos, we can. Vive en Colombia por 3 años. Y bueno, almost, we can tune your car in Honduras just as easy as we can here. It's just via email, man. Just get our E85 kit, DW400. The website is basically broken, guys. I apologize. It's been kind of broken for a little while now. Our new website literally drops the end of this month, and all the functionality is coming back. He likes to drink Red Bull, Lee. He drinks Red Bull like it's water. The cams are only going to be sold with our heads at this time because they require upgraded valve springs and bigger valves and everything like that to run correctly and make the correct amount of horsepower. Basically, it wouldn't be worth your money to buy our camshafts without buying our heads. Our estimated price right now is going to be about $5,000 shipped. That's heads and cams and everything built. Basics of a torque converter swap over stock. It lets you rev higher before it tries and spin the tires. That lets you launch at a higher RPM, making more torque and more horsepower. Therefore, you get off the line faster. It also can help keep you in boost because it's never going to drop down to like 3,000 RPM, even though our kit makes boost at around 3,500. What up, Peter? Oh, thank you, Cody. Yeah, we'll take it to Orlando Speed World sometime. We race at Bradenton once it's running. I'm literally about to go drop a motor off to get redone right now. It's going to be awesome. We're going to run another stock engine in Hurricane, naturally aspirated with some weight savings done to it, and we're going to figure out the new transmission, and we're going to figure out the new tuning system on it because it's Hall Tech. At not rate prices. No, not really. Cat skins are nice for the leather seats. You're not really, I mean, I've heard different things. I don't really think a different converter is going to give you more horsepower versus another. There you go. Buy that guy's seats. Yes, eBay. We don't suggest ever buying from eBay, ever. Yes, 3.7s are dope. We love them. We do love 5.0s too, but we're not 5.0 bros. I own a 5.0. I got a 2019 right here. I had one of the first Coyotes ever to be put in Colorado. Paid quite a bit to have the first one. Made a lot of money street racing it. It was awesome. Had a lot of prototype parts on it for a bunch of different companies. Yes, Ben, on the new website, you'll be able to literally delete anything from the turbo kit except for the hot side. Yeah. And you'll be able to add pretty much anything. It's going to be awesome. So you can also contact us if you don't want to get like the fuel injector or anything like that on the turbo kit. Just message us and we can make something for you. Yes, a built 680 with custom gear ratios is possible, but it is not worth it for an NA car. 100% not. Not at all. But for boosted, yeah, it's definitely available. You don't really need to change the gear ratios though. Change your rear end ratio, change your tire size. That's all you really need. Oh. So let's see, guys. Who likes some HRE wheels? They're pretty sweet. Bag kits are awesome. This is going to be like the fastest bag car ever. Because we're definitely going to take it to the drag strip and race it while it's on bags and it's manual. And I think it's got 373s in it. Let me just say this. When I hit the go pedal in this car in third gear and the boost comes in, you know, right about 35, 4,000, it just starts spinning. It's ridiculous. And it's on Nittos. Yeah, we do everything custom, guys. Literally, and the new, hey, there's you, Lee. Hey, Lee, your tires, man, your wheels, I don't know if Tommy told you, but these things did not want to come off this car. They were like rusted on. When's the last time you took these wheels off your car, dude? Budget big brake kit upgrade, the 4-pot GT upgrade is what we recommend.
Show them his front tires too.
What's wrong with his front tires?
They're walled on the inside from where it was.
Camber.
Oh yeah, here's your negative camber. This is from negative. Let me fix this. This is from negative camber, guys. See how it's bald on the inside, and it's literally got some good depth there. Yeah, that's from your petters. Oh, he said, Tommy. He said he literally hasn't taken the wheels off since he got the suspension installed.
How long ago was that?
A long time ago, I'm sure.
Me, you, and Zach were fighting to get these wheels off.
Yeah, I mean, we got them. Let's see, possible fix for that code. I don't know the code off the top of my head, man. You'll have to tell me what the actual code is saying. Sometimes these cars get codes that are ridiculously hard to figure out, and your best bet, in all honesty, is to go to Ford and have them help you figure out what that code is, because we literally had to chase down a code, and it was ridiculous. It kept throwing transmission codes, and it ended up being a bad ECU. Over a year ago, probably 2 years ago, Tommy.
Yeah, they did not want to come off.
Yeah, that is wasting rubber, Carlos, 100%. And we're not currently hiring, guys. We are looking at an expansion. New shop, bigger shop, more office space, that sort of stuff, more manufacturing, more machines. Then we will be hiring 100%. Currently lightly looking for another welder. Because all these turbo kits are welded by yours truly and one of our other employees named Rusty, who is also our programmer. UPRK members all day, every day. It's what I run. It's what I love. We get great deals on UPR stuff for you guys. Car repair shop in South Korea, a member of the Mustang Club, manages the Mustangs. whatever they call for is what we run. I run like 530. I run Motul. You can buy them on eBay. I put them on eBay one time for this one guy who had like eBay credit to use. He had like 300 eBay dollars or whatever that is. That's why I put those on there. They shouldn't. I don't think they're even still up there. Are they on there? That's crazy. Let's see. Yeah, 100%. We run a 275 on Hurricane at the drag strip and ran 9s, so I think it can handle your car naturally aspirated. We run a 275 60-15 Mickey Thompson. We've gone back and forth from an ET Pro to the ET Street R. I think I have a Pro Radial on it right now. Yeah, I have an ET Street Radial Pro on it right now. We don't need to move to Las Vegas. It's even hotter than it is in Florida. I'm going to have to take that off, Mark. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Vegas. Not at all. Been there multiple times. Don't like it. And you don't need a tuner on the West Coast for the 3.7s because we're a tuner here on the East Coast. And I stay up late at night and we write tunes. So you can just get a tune. All you have to get is a dyno shop. Go to the dyno shop. Tell them you want to rent dyno time. And you can do email tuning with us on the dyno. We actually don't charge anything extra for it. You have to pre-schedule it with us. Yeah, it's we're in March now, and I don't know what the temperature is. I was at the beach earlier today. Did I look tan? But yeah, it's warm enough. I was at the beach.
60s to 80s.
Yeah, it was like 80 something today. 50s and 60s high. Yeah, see, I used to live in Montana. I'm good. I'm done with the cold. Definitely done with the cold. Yeah, what other questions you got, guys? Otherwise, I'm just going to keep talking about random stuff. Let me see. Yeah, Motul is what I like. This is 520. It's what we run in Hurricane. I feel like that's not sponsored. We just have a lot of it because we like it. We use it on basically everything. Oh, let's see here. What do we got that's cool? You guys are really going to like Typhoon when you see it hit the track. It's going to be awesome. Just you wait. Oh, I know what I want to show you guys. Alex, I'm not going to answer that, dude. Go watch anything regarding to the EPA right now, man. So, no. The answer is no. I'm not making anything catless. No test pipe, nothing off-road. I'm not doing it. I don't do it. I refuse. So here's something cool. How do you fix negative camber with basically what I'm going to call a camber correction kit? You need caster camber plates. That helps. Yeah, I've seen literally like negative 70 or 80 in Montana. It's ridiculously cold. Old shop, it'll probably be up for sale or we'll use it as storage. Eventually, yes, it'll ruin cats. Non-catamine pipes in stock. No, they're out of stock everywhere. You're not going to be able to get any. BBK discontinued them. Hit up Chandler. But this is what I was going to show you guys. So this is one of the pieces to our turbo kit. Okay. Pretty awesome piece, right? You guys can see here. So the top piece is, this is all stainless steel, right? We got a V-band on one end, and then, that's TIG welded. And then this top piece is what your turbo attaches to. And that is all made on our CNC machine. Super sexy, right? What it does, it allows it to go from square to round. Very, very easily. Zach's at home. Zach works from like 8 to 4:30. Let's see. No, none of our turbo kits tap into the oil pan. We always use oil pumps and a special place on the motor to tap the oil from. We don't use oil sandwich plates, and we do not tap the pan. We use an oil pump, and it pumps it back up this line and into our billet oil caps that we machined. CNC machines start use in the like $40,000, $50,000 range for anything decent, and they go up into the hundreds of thousands of dollars to millions of dollars. Hurricane didn't have oil. Hurricane was a completely oilless system. Best daily driver, lowering springs for S550 convertible that still has decent clearance. I was thinking Steedas are decent. I'm a big fan of the iBox. If you want to stay higher, iBox Pro. If you want to go real low, iBox Sportline. And that includes convertible. We absolutely love them. They're great. BMR drag springs are good for an S550. If you want a basic setup, they're not bad whatsoever. We do sell those. Just email us for them. Like I said, Hurricane, oilless turbo, comp turbo. It's on the shelf over here. Most horsepower and torque we've ever made on a boosted 3.7 on a stock motor. So we never dynoed Hurricane at over like 10 PSI, and that was the MPG kit. Well, what we make? I think we made 560 at like 10 PSI or something on C85, just basic tuning, real easy stuff. No crazy timing or anything. But so the most power would be 670 something horsepower on Cody's car. That's with our turbo kit, the Mafia turbo kit. We made 670 on E85 and like 620 or 640 torque. I'd have to look at the numbers to be exact, but it's something around there. And that's a stock motor. No, there's no reason for a twin kit, especially top mount for the S550. Our single spool's very fast, great for daily driving. Twins are literally just more money. Now I can build one if somebody wants to pay for one, but you're gonna add like $3 grand to the price. Nice, get that new motor in. Jounce bumper kits. I've never heard of them, but message us and we can see what we can do. We can almost get anything, guys. Literally, if a part out there exists and the company's not just so tiny they don't sell to anybody but to the customer, then we can get their stuff, and even then, we go to guys that don't sell to anybody but the customer, and we become dealers for them as well. So it really is. If you want a part, let us know. We can get it for you. Let's see, I'll show you guys something else. So, good comparison here. I am not a tire guy, man. My experience with tires is drag racing. I put on Mickey Thompson's and I go fast. I get amazing traction. Comes for dailies. I run cheap Chinese tires on basically all my cars. Why? Because I'm going to burn through them anyway, so I run Ironmans on a lot of my daily stuff because it's cheap, like 60, 70 bucks a tire, and they seem to last. And I go to the track to race. I don't race on the streets. Let's see, Y pipe to run exhaust in the turbo kits. We don't sell the Y pipe, and here's the reason why we don't sell the Y pipe for our turbo kits. Every car is different when it comes to the exhaust. Every one. You guys all have different mid pipes. Y'all have different size piping, so I'm basically not making one unless your car is here and I can build it on the car. So we just tell you, install our turbo kit, run it open down pipe, and then drive it to an exhaust shop and have them make a Y pipe. They can do it super, super easy. Then if American Muscle sells them, we can get them. Literally. So this is what I was going to show you guys. So your average guy, your average person who builds a turbo kit, basically they either take another header that's either on the car or like an eBay header or something, and then they use that to build like their header, right? Or they use something like this. So this is kind of your standard header flange, basically, your standard exhaust flange when it comes to for a header, right? So look at that. Now here's the one we use. Notice the holes are round again, and notice that it's thick. Okay, it's for no warping. That's what they're like on one side, and they're round on the other. Efficiency, guys. Full piping. We run 2-inch primaries. They're absolutely crazy. Hurricane's turbo system without any of the fuel system components. Hurricane's car doesn't come with any fuel system components. Or the turbo kit, MPG kit, doesn't come with any fuel system. If you're talking about our Mafia turbo kit, we prefer to sell it with the injectors and fuel pump unless you already have them. And then if you already have them, just message us and we can take them off. eBay shorty headers, basically if you use our 3.7 single turbo kit, you will use the passenger side stock or shorty header on the passenger side, and then we make a custom driver side. Starting with this. So sexy. And we machine that right there. It's awesome. You guys look at the difference there. That's the difference. This one was supposed to be stainless and it's already rusting. This one's been here the same amount of time. I don't think I saw it. Maybe I did. Remind me if you won or not. I think you won. Yep, I know, Luis. This is why we don't sell it on 3 garbage. I know they warp. That's why we made that flange. I designed it. Is she thick? Easy to weld to, too. It's awesome. Petters isn't bad stuff. We do sell it. It's not terrible. It's not the best, but it's not terrible. Good pricing. Shortest distance possible, Ben. We basically run a mix between a tubular and a log style, so it's not directly straight. They all have bends coming off of the header surface, or the exhaust flange surface, I should say. So it's kind of a mix between a log manifold and a tubular setup. I don't have one done right now. I just shipped the last one, but otherwise I'll show you guys. In a box, almost ready. It's an interesting business for sure. Machining stuff is fun. For me, I really enjoy it. However, it's a very steep learning curve. That's what I should say about that, and it's expensive. Like, I'll show you guys the tool I just bought. I want you guys to guess how much this tool I just bought was. So this is for the machine. Okay, this is basically, it's gonna kind of fall apart, but this is a shell mill basically, or a face mill, right? See the end of it? It's got basically 4 bits on it essentially, or 4 teeth. Guess how much that sucker is? That whole combo, guess how much that is? No, it's not 10K. Trenton's right, it's literally almost exactly 600 bucks. For that one little piece, it's 600 bucks. Manually shifting with paddle shifters on sport mode versus automatically. Put it in drive and send it if you're on R-Tune, but play with it. Some cars are faster when you use sport mode, some aren't. It's kind of weird. S550s are odd. Very expensive learning curve. We have pretty much 100 grand in our setup over there with tooling. Heck no, I have like 1 snap-on tool. Let me see. It's my snap-on, that's not a snap-on. I have 1 snap, you wanna see my snap-on ratchet? It's a snap-on ratchet. That's the only one I have. I'll show you guys my favorite ratchet. Is this one. It's from Harbor Freight. I bought a new one. This one technically Cody broke, but it extends. It gets longer or shorter depending on what you need. And one side is a 1/4 and one side's 3/8. It's awesome. Turbo all day, every day. Always. The answer is always turbo and always boost. There's not a single time that I can think you should run a Procharger over a turbo. Again, nothing against Procharger. They're awesome. But I have absolutely no reason to run it. What, Cody?
If you plan on changing it back to stock, it's easier. That's it.
I don't know. Not necessarily.
Actually, no, with our kit, you don't have to tap the pan, so
Yeah.
it'll be just as easy.
You're right. So Cody was saying that he thinks if you were planning in a couple years to return your car back to stock, maybe a Procharger would be better. However, we don't tap the pan. There's literally like 1 hole drilled in the car at all, and that's just to remount your horns because you move them like that far. So really, they're really about the same.
Yeah.
That's what she said. My favorite, okay, I'll tell you my favorite S550 3.7 exhaust setup. Turbo with a hood dump. End of story. These cars sound wicked. Michael Green will attest to that. Everyone can agree that Hurricane sounded freaking amazing with a hood dump. Yes, we will have a hood dump, and Alex is gonna have a hood dump. I don't care what he says, I'm giving him a hood dump. He doesn't have a choice. I don't know if Alex is even still on here. Nice, Cody. Woo! Man, I tell you what, I am tired of talking, but I will stay on for a couple minutes until you guys kind of quit talking to me. Procharger is perfectly fine, man. I have nothing against Procharger whatsoever. We sell a ton of Procharger kits. Literally a ton. I'm gonna end it in like 2 minutes. Cowl hood on the S197 looks sick. I love it. Send us the code. You shouldn't have those codes, Cody. Send us a log, dude. Put it in idle, send us those codes. I don't know what you keep breaking on that car. Bring the car back to me so I can fix it. Clear the code, see if they come back. Do yours with the hood dump. I'll do a hood dump option. I'll give a discount if you guys want hood dumps. I'll give you guys like $200 off the kit if you want a hood dump. Why? Because I think they're awesome. And because the hood dump's way easier to make than the downpipe. I don't like making the downpipe. It's weird bins.
And you don't have to send exhaust wrap in.
Yeah, and then you don't have to get exhaust wrap, which is really itchy. I'm not a fan. Jesse, let's see. How much to ship it? I've shipped cars for as low as like $500. Shipping's kind of expensive at the second. So you'll probably be somewhere around $1,000 for the trip and $1,000 for the trip back. But I'll tell you what to do. Do what most of the other guys do. Buy our turbo kit, have the car shipped here or drive it here, then fly home. And then when we're done with it in a week or two, maybe 3 weeks, you'll pay us $3,500 for the install and the tune, plus a little more for custom exhaust. And then fly back and get your car. Take a little vacation for a couple of days in Florida. Enjoy the warm weather. Drive it home. Pretty easy. Yeah, hey man, don't be making short jokes to people. That's not funny. Cody is not like that short, but he would still be able to see over a cowl hood. Anytime, Lee, man, your car is so sick. We love this thing. It's like selfie moment. We're not too far, man. Just either make the drive or ship it. Be a great story. YouTube the whole trip from LA down here. Or just ship it. Really not that bad. Glad you enjoy the tune, man. We love tuning you guys. We love tuning 3.7s. We tune a ton of 4.6s and Coyotes. And I like tuning 3.7s. They're fun. I like making you guys fast enough so that you literally can murder the competition. I love seeing you guys beat EcoBoost and Coyotes, and I really love putting turbo kits and superchargers on these cars. I think you guys will really kill Coyotes. It's so much fun. Thank you for the wide range of questions. I can't really keep track of exactly who all asked what question, but I really appreciate all the questions, guys. I am going to sign off here. Save that money, man. Yeah, it is because you took it apart, Cody. Just bring it back, man. We'll fix it for you. We'll get it running tip-top. Yes, all of our tunes... Okay, you guys are really going off again. All of our tunes come with trans tuning. We do offer the race trans tuning, which is another level of trans tuning, and we do a lot more trans data logging, basically. So if you order a race trans tune, we're going to go back and forth with you to dial that trans tune way more in than we do on our normal tune. Get a seat. 5'11", man. You're taller than I am. I'm like 5'10", 5'11". I see over cowl hoods. Who needs to see? Get a camera. I've seen more. I think we made 500, but I've seen them break at 400, Carlos. Take off pulley to remove timing chain covers. Yes, you have to take off the pulleys. Yeah, Cody's got a huge cowl. It's awesome. You can see fine. I agree. And the cowls look so epic on S197s. They're so awesome. I absolutely love. Actually, Cody, bring your car back. I want to get some pictures with your car with that cowl hood. And again, we need to help you fix it. I want it running. You broke it. I want to fix it. Best starter bolt-ons for 3.7 before you leave because you're on a budget. Auto Mafia Racing Tune and an SET X4 device. We do also sell the Ortiz tunes as well that we can give you within a SET X4 device. That is the #1 mod to get. Start with that. Then maybe you get gears depending on what your setup is, and one of our Mafia ported intakes. Otherwise, go boost, because those mods you can use with boost. So those are the only mods that I'm basically going to be suggesting from now on, is anything you can use with boost. Best lip. I like race cars, so whatever lip you want. I've never had a timing chain go out on a 3.7. I have had a couple guys I was tuning have them somehow jump timing. Both were South American cars. One was in Colombia. The other one was in like Venezuela. And who knows what they did to them, so they could be crazy. If you work on helicopter weapon systems in the military, I know a bunch of mech guys and techies. You can easily do a water pump. It literally takes like 3 different tools in 30 minutes, and either water or coolant. Because the easiest way to do it, just literally let rip on all those bolts, let it dump coolant down the front of the engine and onto the ground, and then fill her back up when you put the new one on.
It's a good time to do an intake too, because you already got that off.
There you go. Okay, Devindra, I was trying to figure out who had it. Oh, wait, maybe you don't have ours. I don't know who you are. Never mind. Yeah, shorty headers. Shorty headers are good. Did you buy our kit, Devindra Bagwandan? I'm sorry if I completely obliterated. I can't talk anymore. Obliterated that? Obliterated. I need a refill of my water. Ugh. Yeah, so shorty headers are fine. Awesome. Sweet, man. We've sold so many of those kits, guys. Like, you don't even know. I've been welding forever. Like, so many kits are going out. It's absolutely insane. So yeah, I can't even remember who all they get sold to. I only remember the ones that I really built them on. Until you guys get them, like, finished. I know, is it Jesse? Someone else is bringing their car down. He's already installed the kit. It's a Grabber Blue S197 to have us tune it. How much do we charge for core charges, port intakes? We don't charge a core charge. I'll go back into our porting area. We sell brand new intakes. I don't have any S187s or S150 used in stock. We basically avoid doing the used ones because you guys send them to us super dirty. So we kind of won't do it. You will be the first kit to ship, man. We've just sold so many of them. S550 kits, none have shipped yet. They're all pending. Because we got to finish that black car, get the video done, and then they'll go out to you. How much is it to you guys to install it? The turbo kit, $3,500 installed and tuned. For the guys who asked, these are our ported intakes. Well, these are intakes that are pre-ported. These 3 are currently done, and we got like one on the table that's shipping. We ship literally every single day, but these came in, in the last 2 days? These are all new that Ford delivered. Cody's pulling out a ported intake. Yes, James, that's right. I know the car, not the name. Let's see. Ported intake. See how we pack them? They're awesome. Cody here does a lot of the porting. And when you guys buy basically anything that we make here in the shop, we usually send you a sticker. I'm pouring water out. A sticker, a magazine if we still have them in stock. More stickers. Candy. There's a lower. Ooh, shiny. This looks good. The RPM shit. Are you talking about the RPM Act?
You signed the petition, everyone here.
Everyone needs to sign the RPM Act petition if you're talking about that. Didn't we give you don't we have stickers? If you didn't get stickers, get back here. Get back here and we'll give you guys more stickers. We always give free stickers when you're actually here in the shop. We have some cool stuff coming out though. And when I say coming out, we have it. It's on the new website. You guys will see it as soon as it releases. You guys see that? Sunglasses. Whoever gets this one will have a little spit on it. Mafia sunglasses, guys. They're dope.
The lanyards are pretty cool. Where'd you put those?
The lanyards?
Yeah.
I don't know where the lanyards are. They're over here somewhere. Over there somewhere?
They were.
They're in that box.
Oh, right there.
Yeah. Oh, we got
These are masks.
We also, for you guys that live in places that aren't free like Florida, we have Mafia masks. I think we're selling them for like $5. They're pretty cheap. Yeah, they're not bad. They're kind of comfortable. And we got Auto Mafia racing keychain lanyard things. Pretty awesome. Again, all these newest products you guys will see on the new website. Highest horsepower and naturally aspirated I've ever seen on a 3.7 would be Hurricane naturally aspirated. We made 328 horsepower on C85. 325, 328, something like that. I'm pretty sure we're the highest NA that I've heard of that's not in a Janetta. But we will be resetting that and getting much more out of it. 400 plus easily. RPM petition. It's the RPM Act. It's a basically, it's not a law, but it's basically something going through Congress that's being brought back up or in the House. Just Google it. Google SEMA RPM and then sign the petition. Will I ever do a Cletus McFarlane collab? He is a Chevy guy for one, and way bigger than us on YouTube. I have met Garrett several times. We used to park next to him at Bradenton before he got really, 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 really big and became a huge YouTuber. We were actually looking at purchasing the Freedom Factory with another investor to use as the new shop location. And then we got outbid, didn't know who it was, and lo and behold, it was Garrett Mitchell, Cletus McFarland. He bought it out from under us, basically. So he offered way more money than we did. We'd love to do a collab with Cletus. Garrett, like I said, we have met him before. We do have some stuff that we've talked about with Cooper to get that working, Cooper Bugatti. He's also a really cool guy. I've talked to him quite a few times. But yeah, we hope to do more with Cooper for sure. And yeah, if we ever did something with Cletus, that'd be fun. I'd love to go to the Freedom Factory at one of the drift nights or something like that, because that just sounds like an absolute blast. And one of our, well, I'll let you guys in on a project secret. We are putting a 500 horsepower EcoBoost in a Miata. It's going to be sweet. And we're going to drift it. I have thought about building a 3.7 drift or burnout car. Like Sarah has. However, we would give it boost 100%. I just like drag racing. So maybe eventually when we turn Typhoon into a really, really, really fast car with a 3.7 in it, maybe then Hurricane might become a drift car or something like that. Maybe.
You got your Fox body.
We do have my Fox body. I just have to get it running again. It's got a 4.6 in it. Maybe we'll put a 3.7 in the Fox body. I can make that run easy. That's an idea. It's an idea. Give me an idea. Good job.
Once we figure out the Haltech.
Yeah, once we get the Haltech working, we can for that we could do. Nah, we'll put a Haltech in it. Let's be real. We'll put a Haltech in it. That'll be fun. What up, Scott? Oh man, Scott, you need to come see us still, dude. Call me next week. Let's get you back in here to do some more tuning. Oh man, DSS drive shafts. I think we have 50 of them on order right now. Not even kidding. Probably 50, maybe more. So many. We are still working on a let's just say a local version of the DSS drive shaft. Hopefully to keep it a couple $100 cheaper, and so that we can know the time frames, because DSS doesn't seem to care about V6 guys, so they take forever to ship out the product. It's kind of annoying. What's Typhoon's starting gig? Max NA37? No.
That would be Hurricane.
Hurricane's going to get the max effort NA. Typhoon's going to get the max effort built motor boost setup. It's going to be stupid. Typhoon is built to run 7s, guys. 7s. Ford 9-inch, 4-link. It's basically a $50,000 shell. Opinion on stock S550 drive shaft? Send it. If you go boost, want to go faster, get an aluminum. We do sell them. Because if you do get an aluminum one, you will be able to accelerate a little faster, and you lose some weight for sure, because that is a heavy drive shaft. Yes, it's going to be okay. I do recommend upgrading, though, Devendra. Simply because it's lighter. It's lighter, less inertia, less rotating mass.
You guys are crazy and want to drive 130 plus.
This is an S550. Technically, you can.
Right.
S197s, while I will send it on the dyno with a stock drive shaft to make 600 horsepower, because I'm not afraid of it. I'll put it in 4th gear and send it to 180 miles an hour on the dyno. That's a lot different than on the street, and I want to recommend anyone else ever do it. Heck yeah! 103,000 miles. That motor's not even broken in yet, man. Literally, we've drag raced a 200,000 mile motor and set the world record with it. I don't think I even changed the oil on it. I didn't. We literally installed the motor. We did one oil change on it. Like, we installed it and we filled it up with oil. Then we drained it immediately. Like, we started up, ran it for 5 minutes, and then drained it and filled it up with one more oil. One more oil change on it. We filled it back up with oil. And then we drove it.
Ran it NA, ran it on nitrous, and then boosted it.
Yeah, we didn't change it even after running it on NA and nitrous and boost and everything. It might have something to do with why it blew up. But hey, it is what it is, right? But no, 103,000 miles is nothing for these cars. An aluminum drive shaft technically will increase your mile per gallon, yes. Making your car lighter will always increase miles per gallon and your acceleration rates, so it'll help you go faster. Oh man, you guys are typing fast again. 120 fully stock. It was a 2011. That means you need a tune. All right, guys. Phone is dying. You guys got a couple minutes left before phone completely dies. Empty. This going live apparently sucked the juice out of this thing. MT82. Would you guys include a clutch install in that 3500? No, we would not. It's only a couple $100 though. We don't have to pull the transmission or the drive shaft to install our turbo kit. But we do remove the exhaust, so that's part of it. Yeah, 80,000 miles on a 3.7 is nothing. Literally, our first motor was like 200,000 miles, and I beat the snot out of it, and we spun a bearing eventually, but I was revving it to like 8,500 naturally aspirated. And then we put another 200,000 mile, like $400 on LKQ junk motor in it, and that's the one we ran NA, got the record, sprayed it with nitrous, and then boosted, and still it lasted quite a while until, I'll be honest, we hit 15 PSI on that pass, so we were probably making somewhere around 700 horsepower when we ran that 9.7. Always tune for nitrous. If you're not tuning for nitrous, you're not spraying enough. Pretty simple. If you want to spray anything that's worth it, you need a tune. You can spray 150 shot on a stock motor. 100 shot is all we recommend if you have a stock fuel pump, because we tried to spray 150 shot on C85. It didn't work. We ran out of fuel pressure. So 100 shot on stock fuel pump. 150, 200 shot if you got a DW400, which we stock. We have them right here. Lots of DW400s, guys. DW400, DW400. Got them in stock. Turbos for days. Lots of stuff here, guys. 85K is nothing. Send it. All right, guys. Like I said, phone's dying. Thank you guys so much for watching. Seriously, we appreciate it. We really appreciate everything that you guys do and how much you guys support us here at Auto Mafia Racing. Cody and I, we like it. We love you guys. Have a good night. Peace out.